heat back 10 seconds afterwards and not worry about it. I think it's more important, very similar to the Taven match. It's more important for Bully Ray to lose this match than more important for Flip to win than it is for Bully Ray to lose. Flip has been on the receiving end of plenty of butt kickings from these guys, and he should be a guy that actually, when we reached out to Flip Gordon about coming on the All Night Long Wrestling podcast, unfortunately said he wasn't able to due to his contractual obligations to Ring of Honor being there full time now. So since they have him locked down in such a stature, I mean, he's the guy you should be building future titles around, future cards around. He's going to be there for the long term. You don't need him losing to a Bully Ray. You don't need him saying, I quit to a Bully Ray. I don't care if Devon himself comes out, Big Dick Dudley comes out, Spike Dudley comes out, dances with Dudley comes out. Doesn't matter who. Tomorrow, Flip Gordon has to get the win in New York City in an I Quit match and finally puts a nail in the coffin of the Bully Ray character.
Yeah, I think that it would be, for as long as they've been running this angle with Bully Ray and the guys that he's been attacking, they really have not had, that I can remember, one match that was almost treated as a blow-off where he got pinned and defeated cleanly or soundly to put an end to the feud. They've been just, kind of moving it along with different guys. It was, like we said, it was Cheeseburger. I think it was Gresham. It's been Flip Gordon. It's been a few other of the younger guys. Colt Cabana got involved with trying to help out for a little while. But this is the spot really at the biggest show of the year. And you've got a veteran guy like Bully Ray and a young guy like Flip Gordon, who's also been making a name for himself over the last year or so in Ring of Honor and on the independent scene. This is a time for him to get a big win on a pay-per-view over a veteran. And I think that he's going to get that win in this I Quit match against Bully Ray. So we're 4 for 4 on our picks so far. We'll see how we go from here.
I'm intrigued.
Let's go to the four-corner survival match for the Women of Honor World Championship. It's Sumi Sakai, who was the inaugural Women of Honor champion, has held it since, I believe, early April of this year, versus Madison Rayne, Karen Q, and Kelly Klein.
I was thinking about this one for a long time. Kelly Klein's been the gatekeeper. She's been maybe the longest tenured in Ring of Honor that I think about. But also, I mean, they just signed Madison Rayne to an exclusive deal. And again, she's someone, notoriety. She looks the part. She's really good in the ring. And I'm wondering if it's the time to – because Sumi's kind of that like half and half champion, right? She does like some dirty deeds here, but she's got that yay go. Anybody who watches MMA, she's got that Roxanne Modafferi kind of spirit and kind of mentality. So it's hard to root against her. But I think tomorrow night, Madison Rayne walks out with the title and we have a new champion.
That's funny. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't know what most people were thinking about this match as far as who was going to win. I think the last pay-per-view, I thought Sumi would lose to Neil Dashwood, and that didn't happen. Neil ended up going out with an injury, so she was out for a little while. They did run an angle where she kind of got attacked in the backstage area, and my thought at that time was Madison Rayne was the person who attacked her. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just a thought. So for that reason, I was going to go with Madison Rayne winning this match as well. So
that's fantastic. And we haven't talked Ring of Honor in a while, you and I. So it's to go 5 for 5 and have no discussion prior is impressive. I can't wait to see the rest of the card.
So so I'm going to go with Madison Rayne as well. So we'll see how that all plays out with the Women of Honor Championship. Let's go with Jeff Cobb versus Adam Page. Jeff Cobb, the World Television Champion, Ring of Honor, defending against Adam Page of the Elite.
I like both these guys. The elephant in the room is all of the Elite is leaving Ring of Honor in like a week, right? That's kind of the thing. Is Adam Page part of that departure? Do we know?
My understanding is that he is.
I thought.
But I'm not really 100% sure on some of these guys and their contract situations as well. I just know that they all seem to have made a pact or an agreement to wherever they go, they're going to go together. So if they're leaving, then it seems like they're all going to be leaving together. And I guess from my perspective, if that's true, you've got all of these guys or many of these guys, Cody, the Young Bucks, Adam Page, and Marty Scurll, all whose matches we're gonna cover here momentarily, in big time matches, either for titles or title shots. So it'd be interesting to see how that all plays out. And I guess I'll just go ahead. I'll give I think, Jeff Cobb is a really good signing for them, and he's a very strong character. He beat Punishment Martinez, who was the television champion, in like about 2 minutes or less, I want to say. Punishment ended up going to NXT. So
and then tapping out to Matt Riddle.
Yes, that's true. So I'm going to go with Jeff Cobb here. I think it'll be a good match. I think it'll be hard hitting. And that's, Page has had a lot of good hard hitting brawl style matches, and I'm sure Cobb can work that style as well. So I'm going to go with Jeff Cobb to retain the Ring of Honor Television Championship.
I'm glad we flipped it around so it looks like we're not just copying each other. I am 100% going to go with Jeff Cobb winning. He is just a beast of a human. He's going to toss Adam Hangman Page from pillar to post, and Hangman's going to just chop and clothesline, and they're going to have a great, brutal, fun Dr. Death Steve Williams-esque match, because that's who Jeff Cobb reminds me of, by the way. Dr. Death Steve Williams. I don't know if I would tell you that. Yeah. Jeff Cobb is, again, a long-term signing for Ring of Honor, and I expect him to hold on to the title here, and what definitely has potentially match of the night. So I'm going Jeff Cobb too.
All right. So another singles match here. We have Marty Scurll against Christopher Daniels. The deal here is Marty Scurll won Survival of the Fittest, which gives him a shot at the Ring of Honor World title. He defeated Christopher Daniels as the last person in that match. So Daniels basically challenged him to a match, and Scurll put his title shot on the line. Another storyline kind of interwoven into it is that Daniels, as part of SCU, was given not really an ultimatum, I guess, just basically like was told by a Ring of Honor, I don't know, COO or CEO, Joe Koff, that his contract is up after Final Battle and that he would not renew it. So Kaz and Scorpio Sky have the tag team titles, so they have new contracts, but apparently Christopher Daniels does not. So I think winning this match and gaining a title shot will allow him to continue in Ring of Honor, or so the storyline goes. But that being said, I guess I'll give my pick first on this one too. I don't know, again, if Scurll is part of the – I know he's part of the Elite show. If his contract is also up, I'm not sure of that. I did read in an interview with Joe Koff that they asked him about a lot of these guys departing and who would be guys that could step up to take their place and if they were to depart. And one of the guys that he named was Marty Scurll. So I was a little confused by that because I wasn't sure what his contract situation is. Either way, I think that I'm gonna go with Marty Scurll to win this. I feel like he should be getting a main event run and title shot. He should have been getting that for the last year or so. So I'm gonna go with Marty to win this match.
Doing a little bit of research here, according to PWP Nation, take that for what it's worth. Actually, WrestlingNewsWorld.com reported in August of this month, Scurll signed a 6-month contract extension that would take him to April of 2019 and cover the Ring of Honor New Japan show. So again, take it for what it's worth. Who knows? But I'm having trouble with this one. You went Marty?
I went Marty.
Son of a damn it. I don't want to be the guy copying you, but I feel like there's more to do with Marty Scurll. You know what? I'm not going to get my picks later. I'm just going to tell you I'm going to go with Marty Scurll as well, and there's a reason for that. So go okay. Marty. I'm going to go Marty Scurll.
All right, so I'm going to jump to – well, actually, let's do so Ladder War for the ROH World Tag Team Championships. It's SoCal Uncensored, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky are the champions versus the Briscoes, who they defeated for the titles about, I don't know, a month or two ago, I want to say, and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. 3-way Ladder War ROH World Tag Team titles.
You want me to go first?
If you're ready, man. If you're not ready, I can go.
I'm ready, and I'm torn like a giant pizza pie in front of me, sliced in thirds, Joe. The Young Bucks, I think are. I'm just gonna say off the top, I think they're out based upon this whole contract debacle. They're going to be part of the Jacksonville Jaguars next week. They're going to play with Leonard Fournette. The Young Bucks, to me, are out. That leaves Scorpio Sky and Kazarian in SoCal Uncensored, and the Briscoe brothers. I think it's time Jay Briscoe gets back to the main event picture. I want Jay Briscoe with the Ring of Honor world title around his waist sooner rather than later. That's not to say I don't love the Briscoe brothers as a tag team, but Ring of Honor doesn't usually hot shot titles onto and off of people that quickly. And I don't think you can have SoCal Uncensored win the title a couple of weeks ago only to drop them back to the Briscoes this soon. That being said, this match is going to be off the charts match of the year, beat the hell out of each other with ladders, tables, chairs, set a precedent for the weekend kind of match. I'm looking forward to it. I'm stoked. I cannot wait to be there live to watch it. And as much as I want the Briscoes to win, I think SoCal and Sense is going to keep titles.
Yeah, I was torn on it too. I also kind of eliminated the Young Bucks as an option just because of the contract situation, and they've had the titles a bunch recently also. I just felt like, from whatever reason, when I saw the Briscoes lose the titles, I was surprised that they lost them on a television taping like they did. I figured there was maybe some sort of storyline reason for that. I don't know if it was to throw fans off or to do something specific with the SCU storyline of getting them contracts. But to me, it just feels like this is a spot where the Briscoes should win it back. And I think that, if I'd have to go back and look, but I think this would be their 10th tag title reign if they were to win. So I hope that I'm right on that. I don't like to get my facts wrong, but I'm going to say that the Briscoes win the ROH tag titles back here at Final Battle. So that leads us to the final match in the card, which is the ROH World Championship match. It's the champion, Jay Lethal, defending against Cody. This is a rematch from Final Battle of 2 years ago in 2016. That was Cody's first match in Ring of Honor. He's said, at least on Twitter and in other interviews, that he is now a free agent after this match, that it'll be his last match in Ring of Honor, and he's going to go out the way that he came in against Jay Lethal. He won that match against Jay Lethal 2 years ago in Hammerstein Ballroom. He turned heel during the match, which was a pretty surprising and very well executed heel turn, I thought, at that time. So this is a rematch. I mean, technically, I guess both guys are baby faces, but I don't know how the crowd's going to react to these.
Kind of like that, in between.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want me. I can go first on this one. I think that I don't know the whole. We talked about the contract situation with these guys. It just seems like to me, between that and I believe Cody is injured. He had a knee injury. He's supposed to have surgery soon. I just think that Jay Lethal is going to retain the Ring of Honor World Championship here. And their feud with Matt Taven is probably on the horizon, maybe early in 2019. So I'm going to go with Jay Lethal to retain the championship.
Again, there's so much up in the air, but I'm going Swerve City here. Cody wins the title, and then you have the villain himself, Marty Scurll, as number one contender for Cody's title. Where does that leave both of those guys? I have no idea. Does Cody have any more dates? I don't know. Is this a throwback to the CM Punk Money in the Bank storyline? Slightly. I don't know. I can't remember a pay-per-view or an event with this many questions and really no clear direction. I could pretty much book any WWE pay-per-view for the last 6 months, but this is different because it's more than just storyline. It's actual business, real life involved in. And who knows? It's tough for me to think that Ring of Honor would just book all of these guys out on their biggest show with everybody kind of knowing that the Elite's leaving. So I don't know. I'm going Cody Rhodes here. And maybe we have actually Kyle is texting as we speak, and he, very strange timing. He says, what are your picks for tomorrow night? And he thinks,
I'm going to listen to the show, for crying out loud. Just tell him to listen to the show. Okay?
I did. I sent him a couple.
Don't waste your time and energy and your finger muscles texting him back all your picks. All right, just send him a link to this show on the Wrestling Perspective Podcast Network, and tell him to listen to the show. That's what you need. That's what we need to do.
Right? I will. I did. I sent him a couple of expletives I'm not going to say on the air. But he said he thinks Cody wins the title. I said, He said him winning the NWA title all in was huge.